Yeah. Hey guys, gals, and MBs. I've changed my channel name to the Synth Atelier. We'll have a video about that later, but let's get into one of my dream synths that I never thought I'd own. And guess what? It's here. It's the Oberheim OB-X8. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. Yes, it's very vintage, and I mean that in good ways and bad ways. The bad ways is it's very vintage as in being very simple. What you see basically on the front panel is what you can do. There's a few hidden features. We're not going to go into too much about it today. We're just going to go over the basic sound, kind of have a first look with you guys, and the way I kind of like it. I mean, yes, the synth has been out for a few years now, but I never thought I would dream it of owning one. And again, it's like you think about, you know, your heroes. You never meet your heroes because it'll ruin them for you. This synth absolutely didn't. As somebody who is a lifelong both a Rush and a Prince fan, of course I love the Oberheim sound, so that's what we have here. So let's just kind of get into why I like it so much, and let's hear a few things. And I am not using any effects. We'll have a video in the future where I use a few effects on this, effects that I think sound really good on it. But it sounds great on its own. So here, we have an init patch. Let's just actually use this. Let me go ahead and turn down the octave here. Yeah, very basic oscillator sound. We got a pulse. And they all sound really good, and it's pulse width, of course. Goes to 0 on the duty cycle. And then you have a triangle. And you can turn the salt and pulse on. One of the quirks of the basic mode that this is in, I forgot, it's the OB-X8. I don't know. I guess that's the bank. I could be wrong on that. I don't really, I have a little bit of knowledge of the Oberheim history, just not as much as I would like to. I just know Rush and Prince use them. So yeah, interesting thing is, so notice it changes the octave when the pulse width is set down to 100% duty cycle. But yeah, very interesting. You can turn that feature on and off. It's just a quirk, I guess, of the original. I wonder if it has something to do with how it mixes oscillators. But yeah, let's add a little bit of release to the volume generator, which is your amp envelope. They just called it a volume envelope here. But it sounds great, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and add a second oscillator. And the frequency knob is kind of quantized, so, well, it is quantized, so let's do a fifth up. There we go. And I think that sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Let's just go ahead and do a triangle on both. Really cool. Let's do a pulse. Let's add a little bit of pulse width modulation. It's super easy. Let's just add it to the second oscillator. So you just go ahead there. Absolutely gorgeous sounding. Let's go ahead and add what is the most beautiful thing about an Oberheim synth, and that's the filters. We've got multiple filters here. We have the X filters, we have the SM filter, we have lots. We have a 16, sorry, did I say 16? It's a, right, so you have a 4-pole and a, why did I say 16? You have a 4-pole and a 2-pole. So you have a 12 and 24 dB per octave filter, but yeah. Let's go ahead and turn off keyboard tracking on that. It's really that simple to turn it off. It's very easy to use synth. It's very simple synth. This is basically your whole modulation routing. I know I'm saying that, but for such an expensive synth, it's kind of disappointing. But you get this for the sound and not the capabilities. So let's go ahead and add the envelope there. So now we have the filter envelope controlled too, or the filter controlled by the filter envelope. Let's go ahead and turn this down so it's not so bitey. It's a very bitey sounding synth. And let's add a bunch of resonance because that's where Oberheim synths shine. higher sustain here. Now's a good time to also say, if you are looking for synths, go ahead and use my affiliate link for Perfect Circuit. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and just subscribe to my channel. If you like my content, of course. Yeah. Oh god, that's gorgeous. Okay, so let's add one of the other most famous things that people know about the Oberheim sound, and that is voice panning. So like voice spreading. So we just have to go into page 2 here. Whoops, there we go. I don't know why that was already in it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do this. So let's see if I can show you a little better. Can you see there? So let's go into pan mode, and we're going to go ahead and change this to our standard spread mode. Let's go ahead and add a lot more decay. Go through the different filters. Let's use the nice 2040 EB filter. Let's add a lot of resonance to that one. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love this sound. It gives me goosebumps how beautiful the Oberheim sound is. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? And then let's go. I believe that's the SEM style filter. Let's add a bunch of resonance to that. Oh yeah, there we go. That's bitey. Let's add some filter modulation. Oh, interesting. You just can't do it. Oh, you can't do it too quick. Oh, interesting. It just won't. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, that's fine. I guess you just have to kind of click it. I was gonna say this synth is exceptionally well built, so I don't know. That's probably just a software bug. Well, anyway, let's add a little bit of filter modulation. So, unfortunately, the single LFO will do everything, so you really don't... I mean, maybe there's a different LFO that I'm not sure of up here, but yeah, for the more normal part, you can only use the one LFO across, like, all of the routes, so you're going to have that one LFO's tempo, basically, control all of the modulations, which can be very limiting, but limitations can also add to creativity. Let's make it a little faster. And it's a sine, so it sounds pretty cool. You can make it a saw as well. You can make it a reverse, like a forward saw or a reverse saw. I think you just do it like this. So you have to like do that. Yep. And then you just do those two. Yep. Let's go back to the sine. Alright, let's combine both of the oscillators. I'm doing it too fast again. Let's go. We can do a transpose down here too. Let's hear the bass this thing can do. Oh, I hear that. That is rumbly. Oh, that's gnarly. But in such a beautiful way, huh? Oh god. I love that. Gosh, this is such a great... Oh, man. I'm giddy because I just love it. All right, let's do another init patch. I'm doing it again, so you have to actually wait a second. The processor's not powerful enough. Maybe they're emulating the old style processor they had in it. What did an Oberheim back in the day use? Was it a Z80? I don't know. Are they emulating the Z80 on an ARM in here? That'd be kind of funny. I know that they have a lot of things emulated in here, like obviously the synth itself isn't emulated, it's purely analog, and that's really cool with digital controls, of course. But yeah, one of the cool things is you can plug in a audio source to this, and you could load the old saved tape the old saved tape data from older Oberheim synths into this. Okay, so let's just do a classic Oberheim, like, detuned second oscillator sound, just with a nice, you know... you'll hear what I mean. We'll go into... yeah, we'll just go into the... what filter should we use? We're going to go ahead and actually use that one. The XA4. Alright, let's turn on second oscillator. And we have an oscillator detune control up here. Oh my god, there you go. There's that Oberheim sound. Oh god, that's so gorgeous. Alright, let's turn on my favorite. Obviously, we're going to do a pan spread. Let's do that. And we can actually change how, like, much of width we have. We have, like, quarter width, half width, so... half is nice. But I like full, because we just like to hard pan everything. Let's make it super, like, 80s, I guess, right? I guess that was more of a 70s and 60s thing. It was hard panning for stereo image, but, you know... okay, let's do this. We have to actually turn down the filter for that to work? I'm like, what's going on? There we go. Alright. Let's use the arpeggiator. Where is the arp tempo? Is this it? Hold on. Can't really see. This is... is this... okay, that is. Oh, is this a different mod envelope? It is! Oh, I was so wrong. Here we go. There's probably people calling me dumb in the comments right now about not knowing there's a different mod control in here. Oh yeah, you can do the oscillator mod. That's cool. Yeah, we gotta figure that out later. I'm still new to this. Don't make fun of me. Let's add a little more decay. gosh, that is so beautiful. We haven't even gotten into like the multi-temporality of this, and I'm probably not going to. Let's see, is there any cool ARP settings in here? There should be ARP settings, right? Am I crazy? Probably somewhere there has to be ARP settings. I'm looking through them right now. What do we have? No ARP. Where's our ARPs? It's probably done through like combination controls, or I am just not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not going to bore you too much. If I can't find it really quick, then I guess we'll look at other possibilities. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know where the ARP controls are on this. It's probably really simple. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and actually go ahead. Let's go ahead and, yeah, use the sync. It's really cool on the synth too. Go ahead and turn off the ARP. Whoops. Oh yeah, that actually has a very, you know, fantasy vibe to it. Let's go at full Atelier on it. Go ahead and transpose down. It's beautiful, isn't it? I could get carried away. Ooh. Ooh, that's some almost FM sounds. Oh, that's so good sounding. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna get carried away with this and you're gonna get bored at me, like, doing this fantasy style music, huh? Oh wow, okay. This synth is a lot more complex than you think it is from the outside. Oh man. Do you guys think I should do a patch pack for this? Would you be interested? Maybe that could be my whole Patreon thing. Patreon. Maybe that's what I could sell on my Patreon to make a little bit extra side for, you know, just extra. I mean, I could probably whip up a beautiful fantasy synth pack for this. Let me know. Yeah, it's such a beautiful sounding synth. I mean, yes, it's extremely expensive for what it is. It is, but there's so much pedigree and beautiful, like, it's such a beautiful sounding synth. Oh man, I have so much dust on my synth. I was cleaning too. Maybe I should cover my stuff. Well, I had a deck saver on the beautiful synth here, but not on my key step. The new key step is pretty lit. Okay, I need to stop because you guys are gonna get so bored with this. Oh, but it sounds so good. Oh. Let's add some modulation to the second oscillator. Let's do like... Because in oscillator sync mode, the second oscillator's tuning does your hard sync characteristics, I guess. I don't know what you call it, the reset of the signal. This will do the pitch. But yeah. Alright, you know what? I'm going to cut it off at this point. One of the new things that I want to do with my videos is not make them as long as I used to, so I'm going to do them in little chunks. Like, I'm going to try to keep my videos under about 25 minutes for the most part, unless they're super interesting. I am going to start doing like 18-minute interviews with some people that I really want to interview. Some of them are just friends of mine that are very good at just synths in general, and you know, and then just some people I've always wanted to interview on my channel. So keep those in about an 18-minute period. I think that would keep people interested, especially people with ADHD like myself. But yeah, I think keeping the synth videos at 25 minutes a piece, and maybe the tutorials at about that same point, is probably a good point. I think I'm going to make a few more videos on the OB-X8. Absolutely wonderful synth. Build quality is pretty good. I was surprised I didn't know about this. If you do it too fast, it just sometimes doesn't register the button presses. Huh. Very interesting. I guess the CPU just can't keep up sometimes. Whatever. Well, oh, I put it in split mode. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous synth. One of the things that I think is absolutely wonderful is that the knobs, all of them, the encoders and potentiometers, are actually mounted to the chassis, so there's no wobble like on the OB-X or the Prophet 6, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, absolutely wonderful sounding synth. Alright, so I'm gonna call it at this point. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe if you like my content. I am going to be a lot weirder on camera now, as you can tell, and I'm more comfortable being weird on camera instead of you hiding behind a VTuber. And yeah, if you have a synth or something that you want to buy, go ahead and use my affiliate link at Perfect Circuit. It's not going to cost you anything extra, so it'll help me out. Alright, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!